Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Andrew, and welcome back to another episode of Cities Skylines. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I am having a fantastic day. I had a little bit of a pause right there, I don't know why. But today we are here at our brand new train hub, is what I'm going to refer to it as. It's not really a train hub, really. Where we have a cargo station and a passenger station on opposite sides of this kind of like grid layout so far. Now, between episodes, I've decided to do two things. First thing is related to our junction that we have over here. Now, I didn't set up a way for vehicles to come from here over to this side, or vehicles coming from this side down here. So I just decided to go and create this little bridge right here that just goes up and over the highway. And the highway, I have actually leveled it out a little bit. You guys can kind of tell it looks a little bit like smoother in terms of the entry. But one thing I did want to go ahead and do, and I've kind of thought this would be pretty much a homage to one of my patrons. Which, by the way, if you are not a patron, it is totally not necessary, but I humbly appreciate it if you do become a patron, because you get added in, such as in my patron right now. Her name is Squeezle. I decided to go and add her in with the name of the bridge right here. So with that said, I think that it is time for us to go and actually get started with this. Oh, and there was one other thing that I decided to do. So, it's revolving around the bus line that we put in last episode, or technically before last episode, between the episode before last and last episode. Words. Anyway, what I decided to do was decrease the number of buses on this line. So if I take a look here, you can see that the numbers on the line are actually a bit lower. And you can see that the total number right here is at about 183. 182 residents and 1 tourist, which isn't really that long. It isn't that much. It isn't that much. It's maybe enough for 2 of these vehicles. So I decided to drop the vehicle count down to 4 because we had it at 6 last time. And we just had a lot of buses that were pretty much running around empty. And we didn't really want that. We really want the buses to be optimized and working to their peak efficiency. So having 4 buses running on here is doing just that. It's called the Tyler Avenue line right now, which if I refresh it, it's still called the Tyler Avenue line because it's based off the actual road name. Which I don't mind. I don't mind at all. So what are we going to do? Well, first off, I want to go and finish up building this area. And what I want to do with this area is actually something related to one of the DLCs that we got. If you guys don't know, I have access to the Industries DLC, or Industries DLC, whichever one you want to go and say it as. But the Industries DLC is a pretty cool one. And I do know that the district right here is actually overlaying with it a bit too much, so we'll just undo that. Kent Industrial Plant. It's not going to actually keep that name. But, who knows. I'm just going to try and clean up this as best as I possibly can. Now, why is it that I want to go and put an industrial area right here? Well, if you guys can't tell, this right here is all farming. So I'm going to start up with some farming area over here. Now obviously we do need the main building for this, which will be right over here. That or right there. Having it like right there actually would be pretty good. Or having it on one of these inlet roads potentially. Let's just have it right there for the time being. Real quick, have 2 silos right there, and that should be fine. Pause the game real quick, and I'm going to immediately say prioritize on emptying these because I do not want to have a lot of storage right here or built within it. Now, farming is a bit unique. You kind of need to have a good grid layout for farming to actually work properly. So what I'm going to do, get rid of these roads right here. And I'm going to go ahead and plop down 1, 2, 3, and 4 right there. And then I'm going to put a pasture right there. Now the pasture can be cows, highland cows, pigs, and sheeps. And then the crops can be potatoes, cotton, corn, wheat, or a greenhouse. I don't think I'm going to utilize greenhouse, but I think I will utilize potatoes and wheat. So I think on this side we'll have wheat, which you guys can see the difference. I kind of like that. So there's that. I kind of want to keep this area kind of nice and packed. What I will do, I don't think we have access to any, no we don't. Not any unique buildings yet, or unique factories I should say. Industrial areas kind of work in a different aspect than regular areas work as. They focus primarily on actual farm buildings, so you kind of want to get industrial area info. Farming areas can produce crops, which then can actually be exported directly, turned into animal products and exported, or turned into flour and exported. Unfortunately, we can't do flour yet because that, I think, is unlocked at like level 2, I want to say. I would have to take a look at you. Because it's like the flour mill that I need to do. Level 2 farming area. Yeah, that's what I need to wait on in order to get that. Another thing that I will do is put some of these right here. These are some small fruit fields, which are actually pretty useful. They produce about 4,800 units per week, whereas the small crop fields produce about 4,800 of units per week as well. The animal pastures produce 2,400 per week. So in total right here, we have roughly about 20,000 products being produced per week. So that's actually really good. And then let's see here. Our grain silo can hold about, what is that, 300,000? So that's actually really good capacity. We got 2 of those. One thing that I will just do is, because I know this will end up being needed, I'm going to put 2 of these over here. I'm going to put 1 right there and 1 right there. These are some warehouses, and warehouses are going to be very useful for our goods. So I'm going to have animal products in there, and then I'm going to have, let's go ahead and just do, I can't do crops in here, right? Can't put crops in here. And it's organized alphabetically, so, and I think crops would just go into forest products. Maybe. Let me go and prioritize on emptying both of these, because that means when these are set to empty, it just means that whenever they receive resources from a production facility, they will actually automatically be exported at the earliest availability to when their trucks become available. So that is something to keep in mind right there. In fact, I might just go and switch this over to animal products, because I have a feeling we're going to get that really quickly. So there is that. These should start producing relatively fast. And one thing we will be able to start doing with these is getting them working quite nicely. Now we do have a little demand down here. We have a good demand for residential, industrial, commercial, and industrial. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm actually going to put some residential over here on this side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then put some commercial right there. I'm also going to put some paths down, which let me go ahead and get rid of that and do that. Oh. I just want to do that. And let's go ahead and just do this for the rest of the place. There we go. That's what I wanted. Let's that build up, please. And you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and get this side of the actual industrial area de-zoned. So that way we prioritize this area for the plantation or grove, whichever one you want to call it. Then I have a regular industry over here on this side. Okay. That's pretty nice. Pretty nice. And what I'm going to do is just go ahead and run along the tracks here to go ahead and make this district a little bit smoother. And then do something like this. Yeah, it kind of did cut off there a little bit. And I think that should be good. No, I will just go ahead and just bring you out like that. There we go. Nope. 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 There we go. That should also make it so that way we produce products a bit quicker as well. And the first train to actually arrive here is actually... Wow, okay. How many people actually came out of there? That's what I really want to know. Okay, so we got a tourist in the city. That's interesting to know. One thing that I'm going to do with that is I'm going to take advantage of it and get a bus line going from over here. Have you go around this area, I guess, for a minute, and have you come into the main city, which autosave. And I think in terms of having you come into the main city, I think I want to have you come into right there. I think. That or I can have you go right there, which isn't that bad of an idea. I could have you connect to the tram line. That's not a bad idea either. And then have you go express all the way down to, I guess, the university? Potentially? You know, just have you go express all the way down to about, yeah, to the university. Why not? This is just going to a new residential area, which frankly doesn't have a lot of people going to it. And I think if I were to connect you like that, kind of go a weird way. Need to have you go around the loop. So I need to have you go there, and then I can have you come down this way. Yes, okay. Kind of a interesting way. And then in terms of having you come straight back, I don't think I'll have you go that way. I'll have you go this way though. And let's have you go onto the loop. And go right there and to right there. Now, that's going to get our bus types selected. I think I want to get the same buses that we have on our main line selected. And I want to go ahead and see how many buses are going to put. 23. No, we're not going to have 23. 6. Drop down to 4, please. 4. There we go. Perfect. Umber via Tyler, Max, and Prospect. Okay. Now what we can utilize here is we can utilize the game's kind of a hidden feature that you don't really need to worry about too often, is upgrade tool. So the upgrade tool will go ahead and create these walkways right here that your pedestrians will actually use to cross between the two sides of the street, which, if I'm lucky, neither one of you two decided to show. Yay. Anyway, they're all going to come over here, which I don't know why you guys decided to... Okay, that was a bit weird. They decided to just cut the line, I guess. I don't know. Let's actually go find the first bus for this line. Where are you? Oop. The first bus is right here. Okay, so you're over here on this side of the street, or on this side of the line. I think you're gonna stop down here first. Yes, you are. Okay. Now, you're not gonna get a lot of people. I don't expect this line to get a lot of people, but if we're lucky, it might. Now, this line right here, I don't expect it to get a lot. Oh, got 78 people right there. Oh my god. I guess a lot of people are going to the train station. Okay. Might need to have more than just what I expected. And time for it to go on to the highway. I will need to upgrade this, that intersection right there. If you come up here and go off the highway, a full load of passengers is what they got right now. I'd say that's pretty good. I say that's pretty good. They're gonna go across the highway or across the rail yard and come right here. 32 people get off right there. I don't know why they decided to get off of there when they could have just got off at the next stop. Oh well. The rest of you, I'm guessing, getting off there? Yep. And then 63 get on. That's not bad. For a bus line that just started, that's actually not bad. Now, I do want to say I have a lot of bus models currently using this. So I think I'm just going to set it to passenger train and modern EMU. You're just a freight train, so I'm not worried about you. Now, you're having low amount of crops. So why is that? Is that because our crop fields are not really producing? Potentially. Now, we do have about 146 workers at the moment. If I were to get, and I'm saying this because I'm not too sure, if I were to get a bus line that pretty much mimics this one, but instead of actually going into the city, it just loops around the industrial area, would that actually be beneficial for us? Because that would actually go ahead and let, you know what, actually, let you stop there at the actual station and then head back. So that's kind of like a little shuttle, and we'll have our XE40 on there, which is kind of like a smaller version of the XE60, and that creates the line for us. They are, of course, going to be coming from the main city, which, speaking about the intersections from earlier, get this upgraded. One thing that I like to do with this intersection is upgrade it so that way it's 2-lane for this right here. Ooh, I don't want to upgrade that bit. And there we go. That's kind of like the upgraded intersection, so that way it kind of prioritizes a little bit. Okay. Now, how are we doing over here? Lots of people there. Lots of people there and lots of people there. Because this is kind of just like an express bus that we kind of created. That's the Tyler Avenue line. Okay. Not a lot of people waiting here. Kind of expected that though. Over here, not many. Over here, not many. Well, when I mean not many, I mean none at all. Are you our express bus? Yes, you are. Okay. I want to do that. Here we go. I want to see. You have 4 passengers on board. I want to see what the change has been. Because I know some of these buses will get good use, some of them not so much. In fact, I should just check the line detail. So let's go ahead and look right here. 74 and 77 right there. Got a decent amount over in this area right here. This is over that one right there. Okay, that one's next to the tram station. Doesn't have a lot of people. Okay. Next stop. This one has 200 or time till board 255. 255, okay. Passengers in 1, okay. They don't got a lot of people waiting there. Not a lot of people waiting there. No one waiting there. No one waiting there. And not really anyone waiting there. Okay. Oh, waiting passengers 28, 112, 1, 0, 0, and 0. Okay. Let's just head over to our next stop, which is all the way over here. 1 passenger. 74 passengers, 7, and then back to here. Okay. Okay, that's not bad. That is not bad at all. I'm not too sure. But I think that we don't really need to optimize that any further. And that, I think, is all we can really do. We can try and get this pumped out a little bit further. Like, we can try to do something like this. Try and connect these roads up. And go ahead and get some more buildings going on in here. Potentially, like, get these tree buildings. Maybe. Because those actually will produce us a little bit. I wish I could go and put one right there, but I can't, and it's going to really bug me. And I know it's going to bug some others. I'm just going to put a third one right there. Aim to empty. You have 21%. 0 and 0. Okay. You are empty. Okay. And empty. Perfect. Why are you two like back to back? Did that kind of like ruin your guys' line? No, it's just that you two are just being very weird. Okay. Also, how many people do we actually got on that line? Or buses, I mean. 3 buses. Nah, we only need 1. That should get... Why is there... There we go. Only 1 bus should be required on that line. No others. Now the other buses that are not required... Yeah. You should head on out of here. You are actually required on the line, so we'll leave you be. Okay. Now, how is the actual passenger station doing? Not bad. Well, it actually doesn't... It has a high crime rate right now. We might want to focus this on services a little bit. Just to go ahead and make things easy, I'm just going to place them over here. That's not going to really help the other side, but that's fine. Okay. In terms of education, do I really want to worry about education in this area? Not really. Me? We do actually need it over here, so I'll pop it down anyway. High school, we actually do need a high school over in the main area because we only got 1 high school, and that's over in Willow Meadow. We should get another one. I don't really want to put an industrial area. No. Over here? It's kind of like just down the street pretty much. Like right over here would actually be a good spot for the high school. But I would need to build this up first. I'll save that for later though. I kind of want to focus on this area for the moment. So, real quick, I want to go ahead and get this set up. Power, water, and smoke detector distribution. I want to get a smoking ban and a parks and recreation booth, even though there's no parks. Let's see here. Since this is technically a full high density area, I am going to say high ticket prices. Just because. And we'll go and say free Wi-Fi. Reduce mail accumulation by 15%. 2 cents, that's simoleons per billing. That's fine. What about this? High-tech housing slightly increases land value, but upkeep is an additional 4 cents per residential building. Don't really like that. Encourage biking, maybe. Well, actually, I could actually do that because I can actually upgrade those highway roads to be bike roads. So we can do that. And yeah. Electric cars? Yeah, not really interested in doing that. So let's go ahead and get this area all upgraded to bike lanes. Okay. Now I do know that this one section right here is not gonna have bike lanes, but that's perfectly fine. There should be a... There is not. Okay, I thought that there was a one-way road that supported bike lane. Ew. Okay. Well, I can just go and upgrade you guys, I guess. That gets rid of any parked vehicles, so in case you guys are wondering what that does, it does get rid of parked vehicles. Oh, and it looks like we got the modern EMU, I think this is. Yes, it is. Okay. Looks like you are picking up passengers. And the station isn't actually big enough for you. God damn. Ah, okay. 1440, 960. That's actually not bad. That's what, like 2,400 a week? Something like that? I'm not too sure. Oh, Kent Grove leveled up. So I think we can get the flour mill. Yep. We'll definitely get the flour mill. I would really want to go and put you like right there. Potentially. Let's go ahead and put you like right there. For now, we'll only build one. And then a cattle shed. Cattle shed. This makes me think. Like, we can place one there. Can we place one there? No. Okay. Now we do got the small barn that I can get. I can place that like right next to the maintenance building or the main building, which actually wouldn't be a bad idea. Because that's just another storage building. Of course, we want to aim to have it empty. Now these are still... You're at 50% usage. Okay. Like, the reason it's not actually, like, emptying that much is because all of its freight trucks are actually out right now. Can't really use any of them. So, yeah. It will go ahead and use its freight trucks as they come back. Can't really do anything else. In fact, what I am going to do is I'm going to go and move these over here. And I kind of spaced them out. And they're all going to be spaced out along this, which, to be honest, let's just go and get, like, 3 more. Empty. Empty. And empty. In fact, what I should do... I could just have these over here. And that would be very beneficial. Okay. Now, is there a building that I can place, like, right here? Farm worker barracks, which, don't mind me, but I will definitely put that down. Where at, though, is the question. I guess I could have it next to the cargo station. That or just right next to the actual, like, storage buildings, which actually wouldn't be that bad of an idea. I think that should be good. So that's actually the start of our farming area. And of course, we have a high density area over here as well. You know, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that this area is going to have schools out policy. Where is it? Schools out. I think it's under services. Yeah, schools out. So citizens will prefer working over education, and only a small portion of the eligible citizens will go study in the university. So that limits citizens from studying at universities, as in they will prioritize, they will go ahead and go into the elementary schools and the high schools, but they will not go into universities. Well, I shouldn't say will not, but they will lessen the chance of going into a university, which, by the way, we only have one university right now, Autumn College. Kind of got to keep that plan in mind. Also, if at any point you guys have felt like the audio for today's episode has been a bit like on the low or pitched side, it's because I have my microphone in a different position than I normally do, and trust me, I didn't leave it in that position by accident. I left it there because I wanted to really test how the audio quality was. So if it sounds better, definitely let me know down in the comment section, as I'm not too sure if it does to me. Anyway, I think I'm going to end it off there, ladies and gentlemen. This has been a pretty long one. Not as long as the last episode, god damn. But it has been a pretty long episode nonetheless, and I will have to check you guys in the next episode. If you guys have liked this one, please do go and consider giving it a like rating. If you are feeling more complicated than a thumbs up or a thumbs down, please leave it over in the comment section. And I will check you guys for the next episode. Ciao for now.